Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bahamas. The power of Zoom, and welcome to the Mindful New Year's Eve experience. God, it's a bit hot out here. Right, wonderful, wonderful. I can see lots of you signing in. Welcome. Great to see you here. Can we have some more coconuts, please? Just got a drink instead. Oh no, you blocked out my drink. Do you like my bottle? Magic. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad I've sent the right link out so I can see people coming in. We're a little bit early. Wonderful. Like the scenery. So if you could all have a go at the chat, and if you could share what your location is. I'm in North London, stroke Bahamas. Thanks, Matt. That's loving there. So use the chat facility. And when you use the chat, if you share with all panelists and attendees, then everyone will be able to see where you are. And I'm going to read some of these out now. So Zoe, hello, Anastasia, Gemma. Share your location and I'll read your name out. Jane's loving the scenery, and Stephanie. Monica from Switzerland. Anthony from London, who's going to be sharing a talk in a minute. It's going to be fantastic. Matt, Helen from Brighton. Frog in North Germany. Jacqueline's in Spain. We have Hema in Leeds. Remember to share with panelists and attendees. Flo is in Rotterdam. Fantastic. She'll be speaking later to Anastasia in Manchester. Is it snowing in Manchester or was it stopped? Jane in Luton. Shruti in India. Wonderful. Marcus. Does it look like this in India? Are you on the beach? Maybe I'll see you walking around in the background. Who else do we have? Marcus from Stuttgart. Linda's also north of Netherlands. So he's in sunny Norwich. Bit cloudy. Well, no, it's sunny here in the Bahamas. We have Dubai. We have Stephanie in Dubai. Natalie in West London. I don't know why, but it's always fun to know where people are from, isn't it? Makes it feel more international. Louisa from Staffordshire. And Matt's joining in from tropical North Hampshire. And Carol managed to get in. And oh, Canada, Toronto and Canada. William, I've got some relatives in Canada, in Toronto. That's great. And Bess from Spain. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, first of all, a very warm welcome to the Mindful New Year's Eve experience. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Let me know if you can't hear anything or if there's any problems like that. Let me know. We have a whole jam-packed full day full of mindful talks and guided meditations and all sorts of other experiences. We're going to try and celebrate the New Year's Day in the different locations around the world. So if you're in like New Zealand or Australia or something, and it's coming up to your New Year's Eve going to New Year's Day, let me know and we can celebrate with you together. Let me share someone may have shared it already, which is great. Let me share the schedule for the day so you can see everything that's going on. There we go. Can you see that slide? And then the next slide is what the plan for the day is. So we've got all these different talks, and my job is just to introduce you today. I may give a little talk later if there's time. But let me just talk you through the shape of the day, and if you're joining us for the whole day, how you could kind of mindfully experience the day and enjoy the day, and transition from your New Year's Eve to your New Year's Day in a mindful and kindful way too. So we've got little breaks throughout the day. So we're starting, obviously now we'll have a little break at 3 o'clock, about 10 minutes or so. Time for you to get some tea, and it'll be kind of a relaxing session with Sarit as well. So that'll be kind of part of the break as well. At 6 p.m., we're going to have a break, and I'll probably just leave the schedule on and some music in the background for you to enjoy your dinner or lunch or breakfast, whatever meal you're on. And then also at 9 p.m. So we've got a little break. So that's the first thing that's going to help us to be a bit more mindful. I've organized one of these events before, and there's so many great speakers out there. I ended up using all my breaks to have speakers, and then there's no time to have a bit of a rest. So there's definitely going to be nice breaks in between. Secondly, you can practice self-compassion and self-care as you go through the day. And you can do that by practicing little bits of mindfulness and saying, hey, this is a bit too much information for me. Let me take a little bit of a break or a little bit of a walk, and let me come back, so you can enjoy it in a mindful way. Also, if you're lucky enough to have a day off today, and it's a chance for you to enjoy New Year's Eve, I invite you to be extra comfortable and relaxed. So get yourself in a nice cozy space that you're sitting in. You know, maybe you're on a sofa. If you're watching on a phone or a computer, put it in a nice comfortable position so it's nice and charged, and you can just rest and relax and have it there. Maybe if you're into, lighting incense or gongs, I don't know, or crystals, I don't know what you guys are all into, but something to make your atmosphere and surroundings nice and relaxed and at ease, and that's nice. So that's the next tip. Another one is, feel free to get involved as much or as little as you want, but at least a little bit in the chat from time to time. If you share something on the chat, share it with the panelists and the attendees so everyone can see it. And, if the speaker asks questions, then try and kind of get involved and share something, especially encouragement. Some of these speakers that we have are very experienced. Some of them are more new. And I'm sure you've had that experience when you're trying to share something for the first time. It's a little bit difficult. So be as encouraging as you can with our speakers, which you always are. And I'm sure you will do. So that's another little tip there. In terms of what we've got going in the morning session, we've got Anthony coming up. He's going to be sharing about his story. I won't say much because he's about to start soon anyway. Then we have Flo talking about mindful self-compassion going into the new year. We're going to have a laughter yoga experience, and invite other members of the audience potentially to kind of come on with the video. We'll see if we can get that working. Then we have Gareth, who runs a Twitter handle called Everyday Mindfulness. We have Matt, who's brought mindfulness to a large organization called SAP. And he's got some lovely exercises that he's going to be sharing. And then we have Lawrence and Carlos from the Happy Startup School. Great. So what I'm going to do is try and hand over to Anthony now. And let's see if we can get this working. So I'm going to stop sharing.